Water was very precious here. We have to walk about 2 miles off and come back here. 6 months ago, a woman died here. She got cholera.
Cool, clean water like the one Latter-day Saint Charities is providing for the villages has brought a remarkable changes in their lives in terms of health.
Before I had my wheelchair, I didn't go out. I wasn't involved, I didn't have friends, I just stayed in the house. As you can see, the pathways here aren't very accessible and the roads are very bad. It's very hard on the wheelchair. There isn't really an average time that a wheelchair lasts, but it doesn't last.
Just donated new chairs now to the Dominican Republic called the Rough Rider chairs, and they are much better suited for the terrain, for the sidewalks, for the roads, and it will definitely make a difference in the people's lives.
I climbed in the chair for the first time and tried it out. Now I'll be able to go with them because I have my chair. Before, I would always say that I can't because my old chair made it hard to go. I also want to continue my studies. My new wheelchair will allow me to do this and become integrated into school. It's a dream that I have. I want to get a degree so that my family can live better. I want to give them my very best.
And we start to produce wheelchairs from scratch. Liberia was very good.
After that training, we are actually able to implement what was taught over there in Sierra Leone.
It helped us.
I went to orthopedic.
Supported this program.
I was so anxious to help them. I wanted to see myself standing again and know how it felt after so long. I was so excited to reactivate my life.
It's a church that thinks of others, no matter if they are members or not.
After they took my mission, all I wanted to do was put them on and go walking. I wanted to show everyone so they could see me standing. Since then, I've never wanted to take them off.
To help people help themselves. And we do that through our partner organizations. The church has provided resources for Innovación Ortopédica to make prostheses for people that have lost limbs here in the Dominican Republic.
Now that I have the prosthetics, I feel great because I can lead a practically normal life. I can go into places where I couldn't go with my wheelchair. I can take my children to school, clean and wash my clothes, and do everything.
That they should know that their time and their efforts do not go in vain, that many lives will be blessed, because I know how each of these things bless the lives of me and my people in those times of need. It helps me feel like
a country left devastated. In the wake, destruction and despair. More than 1 million are estimated. The church is also providing displaced families with hundreds of these hurricane-resistant housing kits before the rainy season. This is the latest phase of the relief effort by the church, which has already provided more than 2 million pounds of supplies, including food, clean water, and medicine to the Haitian people. It's a mission to restore normalcy and hope. Church leaders are organizing service projects to clear away the rubble of crumbled homes. Once properties are cleared, tents or the temporary shelters can be set up around Port-au-Prince, and work treating the many sick and injured at one of the few hospitals still standing. But even in chaos, there often springs hope. The same day these doctors arrived in Haiti, they faced their first medical emergency.
Congratulations.
That hope is now in the future. The church is looking at several long-term projects, including employment issues and major reconstruction of medical facilities and schools that will help Haiti in the years to come.
We had a call this morning that told us basically we shipped for the airlift to Samoa.
This is a shipment of relief effort that has been underway among our local members. We have been in constant contact with our people on the ground there. We will continue to provide as needed.
Being someone, it's one of the things that make me really proud of it, because I'm helping out my own people.
Members of the LDS Church were there. I can't express my appreciation of everybody, including the church members of the LDS here in Samoa.
It is much easier to go through this with others so that we can help each other. Our burden has been lightened because of the help of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
But that baby is precious.
The infant mortality rate was 40%. Training for us. And after this training, the church gave us materials.
I was invited by the LDS Church to participate in this training. I was trained by doctors from America.
To the church.
The first time I saved the baby, after the training, immediately after the training, when I came,
babies.
29 bébés.
Bon, pour ce qui me concerne, personally, I have helped save 6 babies. If I was in the presence of a person who made a donation to this cause, I would thank them, because it is a joy to save the lives of these children. To the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
We have great problems here with cataracts and glaucoma.
Came down and organized a project through the humanitarian department.
This set of equipment to help us fix cataracts and glaucoma. I am grateful for this donation. It is going to be a very important part of helping the people in this region.
Cuando me pusieron los lentes,
when they put glasses on me, I could see everything. Things were not blurry, and everything looked closer. I was proud of myself. I was a happy kid.
Here. And I found the opportunity to be able to serve these people and teach them how to produce food. And now when we run into these families, when they have now finished,
Of American naval ship weighs more than 300 tons. It's a supertanker in size and is carrying very precious cargo. People seeking the miracle of modern medicine and the humanitarian touch that makes it possible. Volunteer members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints worked as nurses, administrators, and translators aboard the activity of moving patients by air while anchored 10 to 12 days at a time along the shores of 7 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean basin, offering needed surgeries and medical care that are often out of reach. Every coastal stop began like this one in La Union, El Salvador, as young and old come forward, some getting treatment on
a child who's had a deformity in its face, a cleft palate. She comes in here and she sees that
lip and a cleft palate. And, you know, in her country, the opportunity to have a surgery done like that may not happen, ever. She may have to live with that her whole life. 3 hours and her lip and her palate will be perfect, and she'll look normal, she'll speak normally, she'll be able to eat normally.
There's little time for volunteers to pause as they prepare to look after the next wave of patients.
We've had individuals from the Church of Latter-day Saints who have been young individuals in their 19, 20, 21 who have a spirit of enthusiasm, of helping other people.
I knew it was going to be a lot of coordination because there's
of humanitarian supplies for El Salvador, and by the end of July, more than 90,000 medical procedures had been performed in this region of the world. For the nearly 100 Latter-day Saint volunteers who served, there's something equally memorable as who were treated.
And when they left this ship, both those boys just had tears in their eyes, and they said, "We have experienced more love on this ship than we've ever had in our whole lives."